7 reasons why you feel depressed currently. Number 1 is because you're comparing yourself to other people. You see, with so many people posting their lives on social media on a daily, the thing we can get wrapped up in is taking our lives and comparing it to others. We compare cars, we compare partners, we compare kids, we compare houses, we even compare things like biceps sizes. That's how bad things have gotten. You see, when you compare your life to others, you become discontent with what you have. You are not content with what you have. You want what someone else has. See, you need to stop comparing yourself to others and begin to appreciate what you have. You literally need to stay in your lane and run your lane, because as you begin to appreciate what you have, you will obtain more, guaranteed. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Number 2, you've made life all about you. You see, a life that's all about you will never make you happy. You see, when you're focused just on you and everything is just inwardly focused, it's easy for you to think you've had it bad in life. Oh, I wasn't born with the right looks. I wasn't born in the right side of town. My parents weren't this, or, I didn't get this and that. You would moan, and in fact, because you're inwardly focused, you begin to feel sorry for self. Why? Because you think you've got it bad because you're focused on you. But when you begin to look outside of yourself and you begin to look at other people's lives, you realize, you know what? My life isn't that bad. When you begin to focus on other people, all of a sudden there is fulfillment. Now, don't get it wrong. I'm not saying live life just to please other people, because that won't make you happy either. But I'm saying to hit a balance. Don't live life all about you, but don't live life where you're trying to please and somehow make everyone happy, because that's not going to make you happy. Listen, there's a story that goes of a man who was complaining about not having shoes. He would walk around complaining, moaning, I have no shoes. Life has been terrible to me. It's been horrible to me. How comes I didn't get the same opportunities? Until he walked around the corner and saw a man who had no feet. Then all of a sudden, his problem wasn't that bad. So your problem is not the biggest one in the world. So stop focusing on you and start making life about others. Number 3, a lack of vision. Without vision for your life, listen to me now, without vision for your life, you will perish because you can't see where you're going. We live in a big world and the world can become very busy, and without a vision we can end up just running here and there, trying this and trying that and doing this and putting up, but without no clear goals. You see, without vision, you're just wandering in a big world trying everything. You're not really focused on anything. And that's why it's important you have a clear, and I'm talking about a clear vision for your life. How do you want your life to look like in the next 5 years, 10 years? When you're dead and gone, in fact, how do you want people to remember? What vision do you have for you, for your family? How do you want your life to look like? If you haven't got a clear vision on how you want life to be, you're just going to be wandering in a big old world, and you'll get to 70, 80, and you'll realize, man, I just wasted my life just trying this and that and that. But when you have a clear vision, this is how I want my life to look like, all of a sudden you can set targets, you can set clear goals that you're then able to go after and able to actually hit. So you have to have a clear vision. How do you want your family to look like? How do you want your finances to look like? How do you want your spiritual life to look like? Your physical life to look like? How do you want your mind to be like? You have to have a clear vision so that you can set the goals to help you. Number 4, the reason you feel depressed is literally, it's as simple as not exercising. Our bodies were designed to be active, But with jobs where we are sat in an office all day, we are stuffing ourselves with all types of foods, pumped, and I'm talking about pumped with all types of chemicals. We are drinking stuff pumped with all types of chemicals. We end up feeling lethargic, a lack of energy, and a lot of us have issues with our self-esteem. Why? Because we look in the mirror and we don't really like what's looking back at us. We don't like the way we look. And it's literally because you don't exercise. If you just exercise 3 times a week, and I'm talking about just putting in an hour a day, and I'm telling you right now, that will transform your life. Your life will be completely different. Your self-esteem will come back because you will like the way you look. You will like the way you feel because your body naturally releases happy chemicals that run all over your body, and they will make you feel amazing. And so start exercising today. Number 5 is you are not striving to better yourself. There are so many people who've given up on their dreams. There are people who, when you was young, you had this vision for your life. You wanted to be this and do that and change the world. But life happens. And what ends up happening is we abandon our dreams and our plans, and we get wrapped up in just going to school, going college, going to university, getting a 9-to-5, dying literally before dying, retiring, going, is this so average? You see, you were born for greatness. You was born to do a lot more than you're doing right now. So much more. But we've abandoned our plans. We've given up on our plans. What you need to understand is there's greatness in you, and you have to push yourself. In this world, there's going to be things that come against you to stop you from producing the best that can come out of you. But you have to push yourself. You have to strive. It's not going to be easy. It's never easy. But if you push yourself and you push yourself, you will get to where you want to get to. And so it's about striving to better your life, your physical life, your mental life, and your spiritual life. It's about being the best you that you could ever be. So don't give up on your dreams. Push on, regardless of age, regardless of gender. Push for that dream that you once had. Number 6, the reason you feel depressed, now listen to me here, is because you're still living in the past. Whether it's past failures, past mistakes, missed opportunities, there are so many men and women out there who are still living in the past. We have people who we are in 2019, yet they are still living in 2009 because they haven't moved forward. They haven't pushed on. Whether it's relationships that went bad and they're still thinking about them, they're not able to forgive, they're filled with bitterness and they're still filled with anger. But all of these things will stop you and cause you to live in the past. You need to continue to move on forward. I say this, you see, a righteous man will get knocked down 7 times. But he doesn't stay down on the ground. He gets up and he wipes the dust off him. He shakes off that dust and he continues to move on. And that's what you need to do. Stop living in the past. So what if your ex broke up with you? Move on. So what if that job didn't work out or that business didn't work out? Continue moving. There's going to be plenty more in the future. Your future has a lot more, but how will you know if you're living in the past? You have to push on, carry on fighting, carry on pushing, carry on contending. Stop living in the past. Number 7, for why you feel depressed currently. Now, some of you may question me on this, but just hear me out. You've gotten to number 7, you might as well hear this last point. It's simple. You haven't accepted Jesus. What do I mean by that? We live in a world today where the world is saying if you have money, if you have the cars, if you have a great relationship, if you have this and you have that, then you'll be content and you'll be happy. But that is such a lie, because there's so many people in the world who have all of those things. Think about celebrities. Celebrities have everything. They have the money, they have the accolades, they have the popularity, they've got everything that anyone would ever dream of, yet they're some of the most depressed, some of the saddest people you will ever meet. Why is that? Because there's something so much deeper within each and every single one of us that goes beyond this physical world. And that is that you was created, and that you're not just wandering. So many people think you're just here by chance or by accident. You're not. There's a purpose to your life. There's a reason why you're here. And as you begin to draw closer to the Lord, to Jesus, for me, before I became a Christian, I was living life, doing what I wanted to do, chasing after the world, but none of it brought me fulfillment until I came to know the one who came down and died for me. Listen, God loves you and He has a plan for you. And as much as we chase after the physical, we have to begin to look and think, is there something deeper than just this money, the cars, the women, the men, the relationships? Is there more to life than this? And I'm here to tell you that there is. So listen, be blessed and subscribe to my next video. God bless you. Guys, if you've liked this video, word of wisdom, please like and subscribe. My next video is actually going to be 7 things to do to make you happy. So like, subscribe, share with your friends if this has been helpful. God bless you, love you, take care.